Come out firing, come out flying.
You got to get on these guys early, let them know who's in charge of the game, and execute.
5 players that have now over 30 points on your team already halfway through the season.
You set the standard, you don't wait on anybody else.
All gas, no brakes.
Virginia Tech has never won 8 in a row in close games.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Hokies will walk out of New Jersey on a 7-game win streak.
So let's talk kind of about Denison for them. 17-3 this weekend.
Kazai driving in. They score! The Bronx fall 10-3 to the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He's shooting, he scores! Dynamic duo straight again. And it goes in!
Taken out. That one fired and they scored.
This shot scores! Dave by Cook plays the
Kazai on the wraparound. And he scores!
Welcome to the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. We are here in Lynchburg, Virginia at the LaHaye Ice Center, where we get to see Liberty University play against the Hokies tonight. Hopefully it will be a very fun game, very electric game as well. And we're going to see some very interesting stuff, as the last time these two teams played against each other was in a separate home-to-home game. That time it started off in Lancerlot Sports Complex, then it shifted over here. This time we're starting here at LaHaye and going to Lancerlot later tomorrow. The Hokies coming off of a really strong win against West Virginia, where they put up a lot of points. The freshmen seemed to gain their stripes, get very smart, and get very skilled as they kept going. Liberty coming off of a loss, however. 2 losses to Lionwood, where they struggled a little bit. Couldn't put too much into the net. Both teams looking forward to seeing who can continue the lead, get the actual rivalry down pat, and continue throughout the rest of this season. Welcome to VTHN. My name is Finn, and I'm here with Caitlin. We got to talk about some things at the start before we get started with this game. First of all, we got to talk about Cam Kazai. He's still not out, or he's still not in, still a little bit hurt, a little banged up. What do you see coming forward from that?
You know, Cam's a great player. He does a lot for our team here at Virginia Tech. You know, I know the coach has been moving freshmen up into the first line and the second line. And, you know, they have big shoes to fill. Cam's a great player. He's always been a great player. But I really think they've been stepping it up. DeVivo had a great weekend last weekend. All the freshmen had a great weekend against West Virginia, putting up 9 of the 10 points the Virginia Tech Hokies even scored. So I think it's a loss, but they're definitely able to fill in his spot.
Speaking of that West Virginia game, how do you think Virginia Tech is going to come out with this game? Sometimes you see teams, they come off of a big win, and they kind of slow down a little bit. They let the other team kind of get a little bit of an edge on them. Do you think that they're going to slow down, or do you think they're going to come out just the same way that they always do, as fast as possible?
I think they're going to come out fast still. You know they've played Liberty before. They want that first weekend back. They had a win. They started their season off with a win at home, but then they lost to Liberty in a shootout. They don't even want that anymore. They want to make sure their wins concrete this week. Both wins. They're hoping to win both games. I think they're going to come out strong and shooting.
Yeah, last time these two teams played was a bit of a rough weekend for both teams. Virginia Tech seemed to gain a bit of an advantage in that first game and then lost in the shootout. Do you think that both of these teams are going to play a little bit more physical tonight, or do you think they're going to stay a little bit more civil?
I do think it's going to be physical in the sense of both these teams are out for the same thing. They want the whole weekend. They're done with this tying in the third period and going to shootout or just tying the weekend overall. They're ready to take on the weekend and win both games, so I think there's going to be a lot of physicality in this game here.
Well, the lights have certainly turned off now. We're about to start here. We're going to cut to a little bit of a break where we can see who takes the first period. we're about to get started here for tonight's game. I guess it's more of the afternoon, not really a nighttime, but the lights are off here, so it makes a little bit more sense that way. We have a wonderful starting lineup for the Hokies and Liberty as well. Looking to see some really electric gameplay tonight. Get the lights going. Should be fun.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a Liberty hype video right now, playing up on their Jumbotron, but, you know, we're still the Virginia Tech Hockey Network, and we're still here to show you Virginia Tech hockey.
Yeah,
so we're going to start this game off strong when their video's over.
Definitely a little weird to call with a Jumbotron, but should be pretty fun. Thank you guys all for tuning in as the puck drop is about to start.
You know, it's a lovely day out here at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Time. You're tuning in. Liberty's a great campus, a nice hour-and-a-half drive from Tech, but we're excited to get this game started.
Yeah, it seems like Paget might be taking the first face-off. We're about to see here. Paget versus Peduzzi. First face-off of the first period. And our game is off. Peduzzi loses it to Paget. Liberty skates it back into their own end. Tries to free it. Peduzzi manages to glove it down. And a little bit of a turnover there as Liberty moves their way across. Key deflects it up into the netting. Great start already. Would have been nicer for the Hokies to win that first face-off if you're a Hokie fan, but if you're a Liberty fan, then you're enjoying the fact that, well, Liberty got that one as Paget and Peduzzi take another face-off in the right dot.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier, both these teams coming out strong, and it's already showing. We're 30 seconds in, and both these teams are just coming off a great, strong start.
Liberty plays it to the corner, back out to the blue line. Pollock takes it, pulls it up to the center. From the blue line, a little bit of a tip. Try and make that go in by Fredericks. Battle in the corner, far side blue line. Fans, back into the deep. Frederick and Sullivan plays it for it. Sullivan with the puck, dumps it down. Garlock just misses. Skating DeVivo. They play back in. That's DeVivo playing on the first line. A little bit new for him as the puck goes off over into the Liberty defensive end.
The Hokies are going to have a line switch a little right there as they put in their second line.
Ryan Rice able to kind of fight for it there. Almost loses it to Martin. Puck up in the sky. Ian. And Liberty clears it all the way down back over to their blue line. And it's put back behind the goalie. Liberty starting off strong, playing a lot in the Hokies' defensive end. The Hokies able to play really strong defense. As McLeod goes for a line change. Puck deep on the far side corner in the Liberty end. It's played up. A little bit of a tip. A shot from Kellogg. Fans wide. Back to the blue line. Kellogg controls it, sends it down to late icing. As Liberty regains control on the near side of the blue line. We'll tip it forward. And a streaking Hokie going towards Stewart. Isn't able to control it as well as he wanted to there. Fighting for it in the near side corner. Liberty takes it forward. Passes it up towards the blue line. Farmer not able to control it. Puck goes back down. Farmer, pass. Over. Hokies still able to keep it in. A little bit of a tip towards Andrew Young. Doesn't go in. Manages to get it blocked. Puck played towards the center, and the Hokies regain control as they tip it down. No icing called. Young come out to play it. Back over, back to center ice as Lanigan skates over to play it. And the puck moves back down to Liberty side. Liberty regains control, passes it over to the side, loses a little bit of it, able to dump it back in behind the goalie. A strut chases after Sullivan. Sullivan passes it up. Hokies still trying to gain control as Wes Valiant is able to disrupt that and send it down ice. And it will be icing called for the Hokies.
You know, I think Liberty's goalie, he's doing good. That's going to be Andrew Young, who's a sophomore here at Liberty. You know, Liberty has not been doing very good this season. Last weekend, I know at one game they let in, 11 goals? And that was just in one game. So I know whoever's in the goal every game, it's just they're trying to really work it up.
Big block from Key off of a shot from Bouchette. Passing it back down. Behind, Sullivan passes it up. Watchell. Valiant, in the corner with M. Watchell able to dump it down towards the center. Attilis fans off that as he goes back towards the trapezoid. He contains the puck back there as he moves it forward, near side. Liberty with the puck, getting bullied a little bit by Peduzzi in the corner. We're still able to get it out as Martin dumps it down deep. Fredericks able to control, go over, put some pressure. Big block from Paget. Key off the shot from Paget. Another shot in. Blocked by, I believe, Brian Rice. Yep. Peduzzi able to get it over. Fredericks on the ground. Peduzzi gets off, Brian Rice gets off of him. Big hit in the corner. Scarlock plays Pollock. Pollock dumps it around. Cycles through. DeVivo up to center ice. Garlock trying to apply pressure. Peduzzi with the puck. Manages to skate it over to Garlock. Garlock misses. And Liberty's able to control it, but they don't get it out. Garlock controls it a little bit more. DeVivo takes a shot, and it skates up someone's stick and goes into the netting.
You know, if you want to see more of the Virginia Tech Hockey Network out on the road, then you should try and sponsor us here at the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. If you would like to, you can send us a message on our social media platform on Instagram, and that's going to be at the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Or if you're at a home game one night, you can come talk to any of our off-ice staff. Thank you for all your support.
Owens versus Hrin. Owens takes it. Liberty still has it in their defensive end, trying to find an outlet to get it out. Able to pass it through, dumps it top. Matley almost sends it over into the penalty box. They manage to control it as Virginia Tech. Hearn gets it. Shot, misses. Almost with a fan. Tulo not able to control with that. Tulo had a wonderful weekend against West Virginia as Liberty controls it, sends it across over to center ice. Loses it back at center. Now, shot, misses. Goes back. Liberty able to control it a little bit more. Matley with the puck. Sends it down. Able to still be recovered back in by Thacker. Sent out. Matley able to get a... Sorry, he wasn't able to. Not able to touch the puck as it goes in behind the goalie, and that will be icing called on Liberty.
I mean, we're 7 minutes into this game here, and we're seeing the puck in the air a lot. Pucks are flying everywhere out. I think both teams are just being really defensive about their goals right now. They don't want to let the other team score at all.
Yeah, neither team has had a very strong opportunity as someone went a little bit early in that face-off versus Stewart and Owens. Owens takes the face-off, wins it, sends it down. Liberty able to control it, get it out of their end. But the Hokies are able to recover that back. Stewart sends it down. Ewan with the puck. Back in the corner, the far side corner. Played behind. Gordon and Stewart playing the puck. Tillis able to control it, gets it out, but not for a Lanigan shot. Blocked by Liberty's Larson. I'd make a bad joke about grand larceny, but I want people to watch. Ewan with the puck, deep, loses it. Liberty sends it across, but able to be blocked by Lanigan. Lanigan sends it back down as the Hokies go for a line change. Attilis with the puck. Tries to send it back as the Hokies apply some great pressure. The Hokies' fourth line out. Matley sends it down. Martin, sorry. The Hokies play it up the boards, sends it out. Watchell unable to control it as it goes back down to Brian Rice. Rice sends it up. No one gets a touch, but they will wave off icing. Young with the puck behind in the trapezoid sends it up. Over to Liberty. Liberty controlling it as they try and get it out. Hokies still managing to keep it in at the line. Watchell misses it. Martin sends it down into the Hokies zone. And it goes behind into the trapezoid. Two Hokies players move it around, and Watchell sends it up, but loses it straight to Paget. Paget takes a shot, misses left side. Paget with the puck again, looking for another opportunity. Sends it towards Key. Key able to hug that near side pipe, far side pipe. Watchell fighting with it in the corner. McLeod off, and it's tipped over. Tipped into the zone. No icing will be called. Back over. Herman able to control it. The Hokies battle for it in the corner. Liberty still able to keep it in. Herman loses it off to the Liberty zone as Hokies will get it there first. DeVivo with the wheels gets there to not allow icing as a shot comes from the blue line from the Hokies. Permham and over to Paget. And Liberty with the first goal of the game. Just able to get it off of Permham's assist over to Paget. Paget able to skate it around. Gets it right on that stick side corner on Key. Hard shot to block. Just an easy breakaway for Paget and Permham there.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of back and forth just straight out the gate. It's been all over the ice so far. This game has been crazy. I wouldn't say struggle is the right word, but it almost looks like there's been a lot of struggling in front of both goals.
Yeah, both teams definitely playing for their goalies, but also definitely playing very strong defense. A lot of bodies in front of the net, blocking a lot more of those shots. A lot of block shots from defenders as well. The goalies have kind of not been tested a whole bunch during this game as Peduzzi loses the face-off.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of just back and forth, and the goalie's honestly not even really being able to see because of everything that's happening in front of them.
Yeah, a little bit of a screen there as DeVivo fans on a shot. It's redirected up into the netting. The Hokies being settled for another face-off. Peduzzi against Vidal. Vidal wins it back. Hokies able to secure it, but it does go out as they have a 2-on-2. Martin goes for the ice, tries to get it to M, but he doesn't manage to get it there. Key a little bit lost.
But a great save by the back of his glove right there when he was able to turn back around.
Great pad save, able to turn around really easily there as Martin regains the puck, sends it over to center, no one there. M not in the quite best position there as Lanigan dumps it out. Tries to get it out. Pollock. Big hit center ice by DeVivo. Shot and Key flashes the leather, secures it, and gives them a chance to get some fresh legs on.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost 2 goals right there, but Key was great timing and turning around and just being able to hit that puck last minute with the back of his glove.
Yeah, phenomenal
Great
save.
save.
Both these goalies looking to really step it up. Key's struggled a little bit in some games, letting in a bit too many shots than I think he wants. No shade against him. He's a wonderful goalie. But Young as well has not been having a great season either. So both of these goalies trying to contain their excitement for a good game as the Hokies continue with possession. A little bit of a toe drag there to regain it behind. Sent in front. Young able to dump it back down as it goes off to the blue line. Liberty strongly moving across. Matley. A stick gets dropped down. Hearn. Brian Rice in the trapezoid. Sends it up. Tipped over.
Hits the ref a little.
Would not want to be these refs on the ice. Scary job for them. Hearn. Kryn. Over deep, Liberty containing it, loses it. No offsides called as Hokies managed to recover that. A little bit of a hit center ice. No one goes down, however, as Ewan passes it down. Liberty recovering it back, sending it over, staying at center, crossing the blue line, no offsides. Sends it in, tries to get a tip in, but Ian Key able to block that down.
Oh, a little bit of a rough going on out there in the goal. Looks like Frederick's stick got caught in Key's glove.
Yeah, Frederick's just telling Ian Key that he's there, trying to make him notice.
Ian Key's telling him that he knows and that he's ready to block some shots.
Yeah, Ian Key definitely talking to the refs, making sure that they know that there might be a goalie interference call here as the Hokies win that face-off. Over to Tulo. Tulo tips it over. Young with the puck, sends it behind. Pollock off to the Liberties. Moves it over. Burchek. Sends it over. Battle in center.
A little tied up with the refs again that time over there.
Ewan with the puck. And defended really well. A shot from Thacker. Liberty battling in the far side corner with the Hokies. Still not able to get it out. As we see DeAnton wins it over, but Liberty able to regain it. Sends it up the ice. Over to a 1-on-0 opportunity. And Key snuffs it down.
No, seeing Key there in that moment, just staying calm, cool, and collected, and just looking at what he's facing and be able to stop the puck like that is what he needs to keep doing.
Cox with the puck behind. Sends it down. Tipped in by Kovac. Key sends it over to Sullivan. Sullivan dumps it over the blue line. Manages to make its way over into the Liberty zone. M off. Sullivan actually passes over. The Hokies regaining it back at center. Moving it along. A little bit of a miss by D'Anton as he fans on the puck. It goes back over to Liberty behind in their own zone. M with the puck, sends it over. Martin tips over. Key secures it, hugs that far side pipe, and keeps it from going in. We'll have another face-off in the Hokies zone.
We're seeing a lot of, like, pass interceptions almost. Both teams have just been not having the cleanest passing in general.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth, a lot of turnovers. Some teams, Liberty has been able to control a little bit more of this game, but as Garlock sends it up, misses DeVivo. Young sends it down. Garlock still has it, sends it over to Peduzzi. Peduzzi not able to get there as a beautiful poke check there. Pernham. Over to Paget. Recovers, shot from the middle. Garlock blocks it. The Hokies, McLeod Sends it up over to Garlock. Garlock controls it, sends it over. No offsides. Shot on Young. Easily deflected away. Puck goes back off to center ice. As the Hokies regain control here, though. Send it over to the penalty boxes. DeVivo sends it in. The Hokies go for a little bit of a line change here. Peduzzi still on the ice, applying pressure. Moves it over. Hokies control it there. Peduzzi, as he goes off ice, is able to block it there. Sent back into the near side corner. Virginia Tech and Liberty playing it deep. That's it. Over. Pollock. Sends it over to Patak. Pollock. Over to Matley. Matley still has it, deep in the Liberty zone. Both teams able to get a little bit of a line change there, but not able to control it as Liberty moves over. A few hits there. We'll see. Looks like a Hokie is going to the penalty box.
I think it's Brian or Gavin now.
Gavin now going to the penalty box. Didn't see too much what was there. It might be a roughing or a boarding call. We'll see what they call here.
Yeah, I mean, this game's just been almost messy. Just a lot of interceptions of passing, just back and forth, with only one goal on the scoreboard here in the first period.
Yeah, very defensive, quick game as the Hokies manage to ice it all the way down as they have their power play line out there.
Doesn't seem like we're going to hear what that penalty was for.
I believe looked a little bit like roughing. He'll be in the box for 2 minutes. 1 minute and 30 left on the penalty with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the period. A puck sent down, almost gets by. He manages to deflect it out with Sullivan's help. Over to Fredericks. Fredericks whiffs. Back off to the blue line. Cox with the puck over to Fredericks. Fredericks loses it. The Hokies going down. Stewart with the puck. Shot. Gets blocked up in Cox's gear. The Hokies manages to keep it down in that near side corner. Sends it over. Cox willing to drain some time as he controls the puck behind the goal. Sends it up and over to Farmer. Farmer streaking down, very quick on his feet as it actually fans out as Vidal wasn't able to actually control it as it goes out to the blue line. Over to center ice. M over to Farmer. Farmer misses. Far side. Back over to M. M looking for someone to pass it to. Passes it over. Perham. And a shot by Matley for the goal. Liberty taking the second goal of the night, releasing Gavin now from the sin bin. He'll head back over, and the Hokies will look to change something up with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the period.
You know, this is looking a lot like the first weekend when the Hokies and the Flames did play each other. You know, the Liberty was up in the first period of first game of the season with Farmer and Matley both just, I was putting together the game notes for today, and both of them at the top of the leaderboard in goals and proving why right now.
Liberty sends it down over to the line. Hokies able to recover it. A little bit of a trip there. Not going to call it. However, Tulo loses it. Over. Hokies manage to get it out into center ice. Liberty sends it down near side. Hokies behind. Sakura loses it over. Kellogg controls it. Liberty still loses it over. Goes over to Liberty side. Just a shot on Young. Young able to deflect it over. A little bit of a miss there as the Hokies quickly changed off. We've got about a minute and 30 left. Ian Key sent it around the boards. Over to Martin. The Hokies, 2 guys on 1. M comes in to recover. 3-on-3 in the corner. Sends it out, still at the blue line. They're able to keep it in. Liberty, M trying to battle for it, trying to send it out front, not able to. The Hokies make it down. Ewan with the puck. A lot of empty space out front. Young blocks it, sent up front. Sullivan, shot, goes behind again. Young not able to control it as it's sent back up to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it over. Lanigan misses. Stick in the way there. Martin sends it over to M. Martin with the puck in the corner. Played by Sullivan. They'll shoot. Key. Just a little bit of a whiff. Send it back out to center ice. Russell sends it deep. Sullivan with the puck now. Hokies controlling it behind the play. Gonna let these 20 seconds drain as much as possible. Don't want to let up anything silly as Lanigan takes the puck, sends it down over the ice, back over. West Valiant with a chance. Not able to control it. Watchell tripped down to the ground. Gets back up, and that will be the end of our first period. Very interesting period for the Hokies and for Liberty. Liberty managing to sneak away with 2 goals in that first period. Young standing on his head. Key not being defended as well as I think he wants to.
Yeah, it's looking a lot like week 1 all over again for the Hokies here.
Well, we'll send it to a little bit of a break, and we'll see you guys in the second period. Welcome to the second period of tonight's game. The Liberty Flames are up 2-0 against the Virginia Tech Hokies. About to start here with another face-off at center ice.
Yeah, you know, in the first period with Liberty's 2 goals, I mean, they were just solid goals right in front of the net. They were right there. They were able to communicate well between each other and just make the goals right away.
And it looks like the refs are looking at the ice and
Oh.
a little worried.
Oh, looks like a hole.
It definitely reminds me of that first NC State game that they had last year where there was a giant hole in the ice and they weren't able to play for quite some time until they fixed it. Looks like they're just trying to put some ice in there. It takes a little bit of some time, but they just pack it with more of the shavings of ice. They spray some water on it, let it cool down a little bit, and it tends to work decently well. Of course, the ice rinks, they have multiple layers of ice in here. The paint is, they see through it, is on a middle layer of ice. Sometimes they do have these larger holes show up just based off of the something happening with the Zamboni sometimes, but it looks like they were able to clean it up fairly quickly.
Looks like this game won't be getting a 2-hour delay.
Thankfully. I remember watching that one and it was rough, so.
They might do one more check over here before this final.
Yeah, they'll ride over it. Yeah, it seems like it's okay, A-okay, so game on. Paget versus Peduzzi, just like the first period, right here at center ice. And the second period is off. Peduzzi wins the faceoff, but it gets taken from him very quickly. Liberty sends it down. The Hokies able to continue it through. Peduzzi with a little bit of a sliding maneuver. Fairly nice. DeVivo with the puck, shoots it, skates up, actually hits some of the piping in the rafters and bounces around into the netting.
It almost didn't look like it was coming back down.
Oh, yeah. Would have been funny to try to get a puck off of the ceiling lights, but they probably would have done that after the game as we head into a far side Liberty end face-off. Peduzzi against Vidal. Peduzzi wins it up to the top circle. Sullivan whiffs a shot. DeVivo manages to get it back up and over, controls it, gets it out of the blue line, sends it down. No icing. Young plays it behind, sends it back. Gets caught up in Garlock's equipment. DeVivo back up to the line. Brian Rice with it. Garlock sends it back. Sorry, not Garlock. McLeod. Liberty controls it, back in the zone, looks to shoot it in front, but blocked by Murphy. McLeod. Small hit in the corner by Hearn. Sends it up. DeVivo goes and changes. Hearn manages to recover the missed pass by Attilis. Too low. Gets a checked, loses the puck. Cox moves it forward. Over to Vidal. Vidal. And the Hokies recover it back at center ice. Gavin now with the puck. Shoots. Misses near side. Cox with the puck. Shot towards Key and skates up off of Kellogg's equipment up into the netting.
You know, we're seeing a lot of good communication in Liberty right in front of the goal. They're just able to block the shots, get the puck back almost right away, right when it matters, right in front of their goal.
Yeah, very strong defense by both teams. Of course, Liberty has had a little bit better looks on offense than the Hokies have. As the Hokies win the faceoff, sending it down around, but wasn't there. Tyler Gordon not there to recover it, but they do manage to get it out. A race to the puck, and it will be offsides on the Hokies.
You know, the Hokies really trying to come back from their first period. They don't want a repeat of week 1 out against Liberty again. Starting the week off at Liberty, though, this week, you know, they're looking to take back their loss from first week of the season.
Yeah, they definitely don't want this game to go to a shootout. Because if it does, they're a little bit more scared of that. Not able to practice as much as a little bit of a miss hit. Almost flies into the bench. Thacker.
I think 2 of Liberty's wins have been shootouts as well.
They have, yes.
So I would definitely say they have a little bit of more experience.
Thacker with the puck in the corner. Sends it over. Misses it. Kellogg. Active. Andrew. Andrew with the puck. Passes it over. Whiff from Stewart. Another shot from middle ice. Bounces off of Andrew. Liberty able to regain it back. But Sullivan sends it back in. Gordon chases it. Liberty able to recover. Patak sends it back. Farmer tries to get it out at the end. Not as quick as I think he wanted to. Valiant pushes. Hokies still applying pressure. Farmer sends it back out to center. No icing or no offsides called on the Hokies as they're able to recover it again. Sending it out front is
Really?
DeAnton.
They're
Fight in the corner.
Yeah.
The trapezoid. DeAnton sends it back down. Watchell loses his footing. Fredericks controls, loses it. Watchell with the puck. Shot. Misses. Stick side. Fredericks with the puck. Controls it at the blue line. Sends it over. Trying to push towards center, but not able to as Lanigan is able to recover and send it back. The Hokies send it over. No tip, but no icing. Oh, they will call icing.
You know, we're seeing a lot of fight from the freshmen from Virginia Tech, right in that back corner, right behind Liberty's goalie right there. A lot of back and forth.
And I believe they actually, it wasn't an icing call, it was too many men on the ice. So they'll go back to a face-off in the corner. Rice, Valiant. Valiant takes the face-off. Russell, shot off Valiant's skate. Goes around, Rice. Over to Watchell. Watchell not able to control it. Key blocks it in with a save, able to get fresh legs on. Good chest block there by Key. Definitely settled down a little bit more, not allowing too many goals since those first 2 in the first bit of that first period.
Yeah, we're about 5 minutes here, and both teams have been playing pretty good defense. You know, the Hokies don't want to let any more goals in. They're now trying to focus on getting goals.
Martin loses it. Went over to Pollock, but Pollock sent it over the blue line for an offsides call on Liberty. They'll take another face-off in the center as Vidal faces against Peduzzi. Peduzzi wins it back. Murphy with the puck behind. Moves it over, skates through the blue line, through center, keeps it in. Peduzzi fighting for it. Garlock Peduzzi. M sends it over, and that will go all the way down for an icing call on Liberty. We'll get set for a far side face-off in the Liberty zone. As a few bodies go off and a few more go on. Sorry, they switched it over to the near side zone. Hearn loses the face-off, but the Hokies able to recover. Keeps it in the corner. Maintains. Tulo loses it. Over to Martin. Martin sends it over to M. M not able to recover it as now covers it. Over to Thacker. Sends it over to Hearn. Down. Pollock with the puck now, pressuring. Back over to Martin. Martin to M. M sends it back out to Vidal. The Hokies recover in their zone as M tries to pressure the Hokies defense. Sends it over to center ice. Attilis sends it down. The Hokies lose it a little bit in the corner. Liberty man goes down. Back up to front where Cox shoots, fans it off. Pressure by Gavin. Now, sorry. Thacker sends it down. The Hokies able to control it as Liberty goes for a line change. Attilis whiffs on it, able to regain the zone, too low. Sends it back over to Larson. Larson with the puck. Sends it back. Not able to control it. Russell, shot, miss. Back over, too low. Pressures, loses, big hit at center on Larson.
We're seeing a lot more of a physical game here in the second period, a lot more bigger hits and just hitting in general.
Yeah, very back and forth as Kovac misses a shot. Liberty down on the ice. Just trying to chase after. That will be an icing call on Virginia Tech.
If you want to see more of Virginia Tech Hockey Network, you can tune in every week for the Gobbler Effect here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. You can sit down with broadcast alumni Chris Pierce and head coach Joey Mullen to chat all things Hokie hockey and get an insider detail on every week's game. And they even have special guests every week. So catch it all on the Gobbler Effect on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network YouTube page.
Owens face-off versus Stewart. Stewart loses it. Key flashes the leather, recovers it, and allows Gavin Now and some others to sub off. Seems like Virginia Tech is having a little bit of a problem with their bench, not having clean subs go on and off. They've got a couple of things called on them recently, but Stewart wins it, loses it over to Russell. Russell not able to get it through traffic as Stewart takes the puck. Gordon loses it to Matley. Over to Farmer. Farmer controls it. Shot over. Key blocks it over into the corner. Big hit on Owens in the corner. A little slow to get up, but a shot. And a tip in from Liberty as they manage to get the puck by Key. Bounces off some padding. Goes over to the right place for them to shoot.
Yeah,
Seems like
we're just seeing a lot of interceptions from Liberty, being able to grab the puck back from Virginia Tech and really just making a play right away from getting that puck back.
I believe it was one of their freshmen who got the goal, grabbed the puck and saved it from memories. Liberty sends it down. Brian, will recover. Nice. Back over to Murphy. Murphy to Valiant. Valiant controls it, sends it over, not able to completely come of it. Anton keeps it in. Valiant over to Watchell. Watchell sends it front. Not able to recover it as Liberty takes a shot down. Shot on Key. Key dumps it up. And they'll call a hand pass on Virginia Tech. Though I think Watchell is trying to tell them that he didn't actually get a hand on that puck. But still, nevertheless, they thought that he did, and so call the play dead. Not able to touch the puck and then send it down. And another player, not yourself, touch it.
Yeah, I think Virginia Tech just needs to clean up their playing a little right now, you know, with these simple calls being called and things they can watch.
Valiant loses it to Paget, but Hokies managed to able to get it out to center ice, but lose it back over as Russell controls it. Shot towards Key. Goes stick side. Russell trying to tip it in, but Key able to hug that right post. And a good effort. Still able to block it. Brian Rice sends it down. Valiant sends it up the blue line. Still struggles as Paget able to keep it in. And puck is sent all the way down to the blue line and over into the Liberty zone as the Hokies trade some men off. M misses it, not able to make contact, and that will be an icing call on Liberty.
Virginia Tech just trying to get it out of their zone so they're able to recoup and put new people out on the ice, just flinging it down the ice there.
Yeah, both teams struggling a little bit with how they're having their subs come off, their line switches, but the Hokies have a little bit of their first line on as Peduzzi wins the faceoff, back up to center ice. Peduzzi actually on with a few new faces, Kellogg and Andrews, as the puck gets sent down. Liberty will take another face-off down in the Virginia Tech zone after Virginia Tech ices the puck. And they'll go to a far side face-off. Virginia Tech definitely looking to clean up some things. Liberty looking to hang on. Definitely don't want to give up goals like they did last time. They'll switch the face-off back over to near side. And they'll take it there. Peduzzi manages to win it against Liberty as they'll send it down. Soraka sends it up. Still able to control it is Soraka. Garlock with the puck in the near side corner, fighting Cox. Peduzzi with the puck. Gets it back off, and Soraka not able to control it as well as he wanted to. They'll reset back in their zone. They'll send it over. Andrews with the puck. Shot blocked by Young. Good save. Garlock tried to get the rebound, but Young able to deflect it off as Vidal tries for center, loses it, regains it off in the corner, as now wasn't able to control it as well. Brought over to the near side corner. Played up the ice. Puck goes over, and they will call offside on Liberty.
You know, Young for the goalie for Liberty just really being able to get in there and block those goals that Tech has been trying to take. He's been doing a great job, especially in the 5-hole.
This is the same goalie that they put up against the Hokies on their home game at the start of the season. Sorry. The Hokies seem to play pretty well against Young, but they also put Selke in net at the start as shot goes just wide of Key. Virginia Tech able to bring it out of their end as Lanigan gets his stick checked a bunch. A shot deflected wide. Over, loses it, center. Kovac plays for center, loses it. And Key grabs it and sends it over.
Little bit of a tuffle in front of the goal right there. And I think there's a penalty on Tech.
Yeah, Tulo is going to get called for probably a roughing call. Let's see here.
And Liberty sends one to the box as well.
Both men probably going for unsportsmanlike, or it might actually be call for roughing on Virginia Tech. Maybe, I don't want to say an embellishment call, but that might be what they're calling on Larson. We'll see if we can't get a better word of it. As the Hokies take a face-off, it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. We are 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second period. Hokies down 0-3 as they play 4-on-4. Russell with the puck at center ice. Sends it over. DeVivo able to recover. Sends it forward. Russell controls it. Loses it. Both men go to the ice. Liberty able to control it back. Over to Paget. Paget sent it over to Fredericks, and he was just a little bit on the other side of the stick of the puck. As DeVivo gets a 1-on-0 opportunity, and Young snuffs it down. Paget with the puck, now trying to create some offense on his side as well. Big hit on the side. They'll get a call for that as Tech controls the puck. And I think Rice might be going to the box for that.
We're seeing Tech here get a little more physical.
Sorry, no one goes to the box.
Don't know what that is. 4.
I've been watching hockey since before I was born, and I don't know what happened there. If anything, I would have called like a roughing or a push from behind, but it seems like
a
Kovac's
Liberty.
going to the box. That actually, I believe that might be an embellishment call. Might have been called for just trying to play like the penalty was more than it actually was. Liberty will have 2 men in the box as the Hokies will go up a man 4-on-3.
That gives them 1 minute up, too. With
Peduzzi,
1 minute remaining in their first player's penalty.
Rice, shot, misses.
Hokies just trying to get anything on the board right now with a man up.
Garlock to Peduzzi. Peduzzi shot, misses. Peduzzi able to recover it. Brian Rice from the center, misses. Andrew back up to Peduzzi. Peduzzi with the puck now, sends it over to Rice. Rice takes a shot, looks for a tip from Garlock, and Young able to flash the lever and recover that. There are 30 seconds left on the first penalties. The Hokies are up 4-on-3 for 30 seconds until they will go 5-on-4 for about 40, 50 seconds left.
I mean, Liberty just playing great defense right there, staying in front of the goal, communicating with each other, making eye contact, knowing what they have to do to block those shots, and Young being able to block every shot taken.
Peduzzi to Rice. Rice, shot. Gavin now with the puck now. Rice over to Peduzzi. Peduzzi to now. Now to Rice. Rice shot. Misses. Stick side as now recovers it back. 10 seconds left on the penalties. Hokies will be 5-on-4 in 5 seconds. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock as a shot goes just a little bit wide. Still able to control it too low. And they'll call offsides on Virginia Tech. Kovac still in the penalty box for Liberty.
We're looking at a possible power play here for Tech now, still being 1 man up.
Man up, they will be on the power play right now. Liberty on the penalty kill. As the Hokies, Lanigan able to get it over, but blows a little bit of a tire there. Still able to control it, but loses it. As Farmer, with that speed, comes down the ice, plays for center, not able to, wraps it around, and Key with a phenomenal save, able to get his stick back behind and stop it. The puck goes up and hits off the Jumbotron, and they will have another face-off in the Hokies' end.
Key with a great play there. I mean, just falling down and just being able to turn around really quickly so he's able to still do something and block the goal.
Yeah, Key on his back, able to lean backwards, get the stick over, get his glove over, and able to block that from going in and secure it enough to get it out. As Gavin now sends it over to Tulo. Tulo with the puck, still riding that high from all those goals, but Gavin now not able to cover it. A little bit of some disruption over there as the puck goes into the bleachers, almost hitting a few people in the stands. They're okay, though. Went right over their head. They watched the signs.
We got 5 seconds left on this penalty play, and just Tech trying to make anything of it.
Had a great scoring opportunity there, but Young was able to get some stick in there to block it out as Owens comes off, and Liberty gets a few newer players out there. Fredericks and Pernham. Over, Hearn. Back to Now. Now, shot misses. Even strength now, 5-on-5. Sullivan loses it. Fredericks, shot misses. Frederick plays it back behind the net. Paget, not able to recover it. Still playing behind. The puck will go off to center, but won't go over. They'll continue with it. Back behind the net. Sullivan goes down. Fredericks is holding on to Sullivan's stick a little bit, and the rest don't seem to care for that. Sullivan able to control the puck. Misses it as he tries to go around the center. too low with a good opportunity and a save by Young. They would have stopped that in his own crease.
Yeah, I mean, the puck just kind of gliding right at the end there. Just no one being able to find it really until Young came in and covered it with his glove at the last second.
Puck has some weird bounces as the cylinder makes for a great shape for ice, but can have some weird bounces. So goalies still have to be kind of on their toes sometimes, even if they think they know where it is, as Valiant takes the faceoff, wins it. Thacker behind. Watchell sends it over, but not able to really get it, as there's a little bit of some good playing near the center. Russell sends it down. Danton chases after him. Watchell chases. Larson with the puck. Goes over to the blue line, sends it back over to Kovac. Liberty sending it around. Still playing it behind. Hokies managed to get it up to the blue line, but not able to get it out, as Key makes a quick and easy save. And they go on. Thacker with the puck right now, sends it over, no offsides. Playing against the goalie. Valiant sends it over. Danton. And they will call a trip on Watchell.
A little bit of a toss-up in the middle, too, right there with 25 from Liberty.
We'll call a trip on Watchell. I believe Kovac was the one who went down to the ground. Some of the calls that the linesmen and the refs have been having today have been a little questionable. It is a hard sport to ref, however, so I'll give them that. But it seemed like Kovac kind of just ran into the stick and fell.
Yeah, a lot of fast-moving plays going on.
And with the puck, back over. Liberty with it. Farmer over to M. M takes it. Shot from Liberty. Misses. Farmer tries to recover it. Not able to, as they're able to keep it in. Virginia Tech sends it all the way down for a good rest for the defense. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second period. 1:30 left in the penalty kill for the Hokies. Decent stats for that. They've been around that 67% for penalty kills. M with the puck. Sends it back over to Vidal.
You know, they've had to come back from their game against NC State ice pack with basically every goal from NC State being on power plays for them. The Hokies power kill just went downhill that week.
Liberty fans on the puck. Back over to Matley. Matley gives it over to Drake. Pernham. Pernham sends it across to Vidal. Vidal misses. M. Over back to Pernham. Pernham sends it over to Vidal. Vidal not able to control it as Matley goes down to the ice.
And he's in pain. He's in a lot of pain.
He's in pain. I didn't see what happened, but the refs didn't call a penalty on it. They won't be able to anyways as the trainer moves over. It looks like something happened with his back. Maybe tightened up. Something shifted a little bit. Sometimes that equipment can dig into certain spots and make it a little hard as he gets up and skates off.
Still bending over, though. Definitely going to be back in the locker room getting checked on.
Yeah, Matley will go off to the locker room to get that checked out.
Hoping everything's okay.
They'll have a face-off at the far side at center.
Looks like one of the refs will be talking to Liberty's coach.
The linesman talking with Liberty, just trying to tell them that they didn't see anything if anything did happen. Same thing with Virginia Tech coach, let him know what happened. Coach seems to be okay with it. As Hearn loses the faceoff to Paget. Cox with the puck now. Sends it over the blue line. Back behind the goal. Sullivan sends it back up. Fredericks and Russell playing with it in the back. Back to Fredericks. Over to Paget. Paget to Cox. Cox. Paget. Cox with a shot, but doesn't get enough under it. And we will have a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Hokies on the penalty kill. Too low. Shot blocked by Cox, sliding on the ground. As now it will be a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1. Friedrich sends it up, and it hits the ceiling of this lower ice rink.
With Tech now back at full speed, all players back in.
Yeah, now it's 5-on-5 for the 2 minutes and 58 seconds that we have left in period 2. Hokies not able to come up with anything too solid in this period. Defense from Liberty has been very good, and Young has been playing very good between the iron. As the Hokies send it up over to center ice. Gordon not able to control it. Thacker gets it over, however. Plays it down center. Dusts his opponent. DeVivo shot right into the padding of
Great
Young.
catch there by Young.
Yeah, right into the chest. He was able to just trap it, secure it, and get them a face-off in the far side dot.
I mean, Virginia Tech here with the last 2 minutes, 30 seconds left of this period, just trying to make any type of play. They've been able to get the puck by the goal, but they haven't been able to do anything once they by the goal.
Yeah, not a whole bunch of rebounds have been successful for them as Stewart loses the face-off. Farmer takes it, sends it across. Key, the good deflection to send it back up to the blue line. It tips over, and the Hokies able to control it as DeVivo loses it, unfortunately, but it's still over on the other side. Stewart not able to control it. Sent back over to M. Sorry, not M. Key able to block that. Shot from Strutt. DeVivo sends it down. Gordon skates towards it. Attilis tries to push him off a little bit. Attilis with the puck. Sends it up to Farmer. Farmer sends it over the blue line, but it's back over to Andrew, where the Hokies are able to control it. Rice with the puck. Peduzzi now with it. Over to Andrew. Andrew not able to get it in. They'll send it back over. Rice with a shot. Tips right over. Garlock takes it. Loses it. And Farmer with the puck, center ice. Tips it down. Key able to deflect it back down very simply. Peduzzi sends it over to Garlock. Sorry. Murphy, McLeod. Garlock takes it, sends it down to Andrew. Peduzzi with the puck now. Sends it up to the top line. Murphy, McLeod with it. Tries to send it through, but gets a little bit disrupted there as Andrew tries to control it there.
1 minute left in the period here.
Up to Murphy, McLeod, and the shot is right into the glove of Andrew Young.
You know, Liberty just being on top of it, being in front of the goal. They're done with their losing streak. They want to win. They're fiending for one almost.
I think they definitely struggled with that loss, that 11-2 loss last weekend, and so they definitely want to come back as Friedrich sends it down behind the net. Ring around the Rosie. Goes around. Friedrichs with the puck again. Sends it over to Paget. Paget unable to get an opportunity as he sends it over to Friedrich. Friedrich still able to control it. Friedrich with a punch to the face
Ref
on
has
Lanigan.
hand up.
He's got his hand up. There will be a penalty called on Liberty as Liberty then controls it. It will get called for a roughing or a hit to the head on Friedrich, as there was a little bit of a scuffle there in front of the goal line, but Friedrich took it too far and just took the hand right to the face.
Yeah, ref talking to Peduzzi too, making sure he's okay.
He'll be fine. Struggle of a game, of course, but
Still talking to Liberty player out there, the refs, trying to see what's going on.
waiting to see what call they will call here. I believe it'll be a 2-minute minor for roughing, as Peduzzi untucks his shirt and gets ready to face off against him. The captains.
And that puts Virginia Tech at another power play, hopefully gaining something out of this one.
DeVivo, back to DeVivo. Peduzzi feigns it. DeVivo to Garlock. Garlock behind. Tries to send it over, but unable to make an opportunity there. Seems like the Hokies, they're playing fairly good, but they're not getting as many opportunities as I think they wish. Liberty seeming to play very slow, but very defensively strong and able to get very good looks. The Hokies need to get a little bit more energy in them and prep for this third period where they are down 0-3. We'll send it to the break here. We'll see you in the third period. Welcome to the third period of tonight's game as the Hokies enter the ice. We'll see if Liberty can hold on to their 3-0 win or if they will give it up like they did the last time these two teams played. Young looking for a shutout. Key looking to turn some things around as he skates off over to his zone. And the Hokies offense looking to see if they can't get a little bit more going.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the Hokies' first game where they've been down 3 by the third period.
Yes, I believe so. Other than the NC State game.
Yes. Other than NC State.
They've normally been able to.
But even during NC State, they had at least one goal by the third period.
Exactly.
This is the first time they've had none by the third period.
They've been able to relatively skate by with a little bit of some cushion in most of the games that they're playing.
Yes, but they're looking for any way to turn this game around and just come back here in this third period.
Ewan wins the faceoff, ices it down as they still have a man in the box. Friedrich, number 26 for Liberty. He's got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the Flames' sin bin. As they will call offsides on Virginia Tech, and they'll take a face-off in the far side center ice dot.
15 seconds in.
The Hokies will lose it as Liberty looks for a lane to pass it forward. 2-on-2, Martin, shot, Key. Perfect stop.
Absolutely amazing block there by Key. I mean, he doesn't want to make any more mistakes this game. He doesn't want Liberty to have any more of a lead than they already have.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's dialed now. He took a little bit of a breather. That stop, that was a quick shot by Martin, and Key with even quicker hands gets it up there and snags it.
I think we're just seeing all of Virginia Tech like locking in, honestly. I mean, just trying to do everything they can to come back.
Hearn wins the faceoff to the right, over to Now. Now sends it down to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it up to Hearn. Hearn loses it to Farmer, but it goes back to Sullivan. Sullivan skates through the center ice over the Liberty logo. Sullivan still looking for an opportunity, changes directions, sends it back down, loops around. Tulo not able to control it. Lanigan with the puck now, sends it towards the center and passes it right over to Cox as Cox moves through and doesn't like the look of where his team was, as the penalty is now at 30 seconds left. Liberty on a very solid penalty kill. The Hokies need to speed up on this power play as Lanigan tries to send it over to Hearn. Hearn not there, but now able to recover it. Sends it to Sullivan. Sullivan up to Lanigan. Lanigan loses it from Follick.
I mean, we're just seeing a great penalty kill by Liberty. Tech's yet to make a single score on. I'm pretty sure this is the third power play opportunity they've had this game.
It is, yes. They had a 4-on-3, 5-on-3, couple of opportunities as DeVivo sends it over. Now sends it down. Pollock.
And they're back at full strength, both teams.
Kellogg sends it down. Young controls it, sends it back to Russell. Russell with the puck. Sends it around to Martin. Martin sends it over to the benches. Unable to be recovered by Strutt. As Tyler Gordon sends it over the blue line and down. Young spins it around. DeVivo disrupted a little bit, is able to control it as Paget sends it all the way up to M. M loses it though. Pass, not able to get through. Paget gets the puck stripped from him. DeVivo with the puck, shot. Stop by Young. Liberty trying to get it out of their zone as DeVivo takes another shot. Blocker save by Young. Liberty able to turn it around. Off in the corner, Kellogg trying to recover. Players will change for the Hokies. They'll get Danton on. Danton able to recover from it, almost tripping. Shot right into the blockers of Young. Sends it around. Back up and stolen by Strutt. Key secures it, drops it for Thacker. Thacker sends it up to Danton. Danton loses it to Kovac. The missed pass goes around. Patak sends it down. Valiant able to recover. Thacker tips it all the way down. And Birkennotter tips it down with his hand, sends it over and in as Brian Rice recovers it, but sends it over to Kovac. Danton able to clear it over into the defensive end as Watchell tries to play it, able to recover it, sends it up to the blue line for Rice to take a shot, blocked by a Liberty player. Still able to control it in, Murphy. McLeod, Watchell, right into the gloves. And a good glove save by Young.
You know, I think right now Virginia Tech is trying to be more communicative and trying to, like, stay with each other, but they're just still not being fast enough with it. They need to be communicative, but keep up the speed.
I think Virginia Tech's shots have been placed in some very easy spots for Young to save. Need to look for more passing opportunities as Peduzzi makes the face-off win. Not able to control it from a pass from McLeod. Still able to control it. However, Peduzzi gets it back in, and Russell controls it in the trapezoid behind the goalie. Andrew tries to chase. Liberty gets over the blue line, but has to dump it back in as Russell controls, sends it over. No one touched it, and therefore it will be an icing call on Liberty. Face-off goes back over into Liberty zone.
15 minutes left in this last period, and it's just Tech trying to do anything, really.
Yeah, they're definitely playing solid.
And
They're not giving as many opportunities as I think they want to, as Hearn takes the face-off.
And Liberty honestly just staying calm, cool, and collected out there.
No icing or offsides as Farmer sends a pass over to Owen, and Owen whiffs. Too low with the puck. Skating down, tips it down. Young not able to corral that. So it goes behind. Still Liberty unable to get it out as Farmer sends it over to Attilis. Attilis sends it deep, goes around the boards, over to where Sullivan meets it. Sullivan not able to control it. Owen. Pass doesn't connect. Out front now. Sends it over the blue line. And it rolls on its side. Over to Cox. Cox send it over to M over to Vidal. And it's tipped up all the way up into the rafters. Almost breaking a window up there. As the puck goes out of play, we have 14 minutes and 24 seconds left in the period.
And possibly the game. If Virginia Tech is not able to come back and at the very least tie, I mean, that's it for them.
Exactly, as we do see Martin back out on the ice, so it seems like whatever was bothering him earlier isn't too bad of an issue. Martin regains zone. But the Hokies able to recover it, get it back out of the line. Martin recovers it. And they send it back out. Over across ice, Vidal makes it offsides. Not able to get it across the blue line before some of his other players crossed fully. We'll go for another face-off at center ice at one of the dots, near side. Looks to be Paget versus Stewart. Puck's dropped, Stewart wins it. Over to Murphy, McLeod, McLeod to Rice. Rice up to Gordon. Gordon tips it down, so no icing. Paget. Liberty takes it. Sends it up. over to Strutt. Strutt loses it. DeVivo recovers, loses it back. Paget tries to shoot it on ice. Misses. Pernham battling with DeVivo for the puck. Both of them going back and forth. Small hit in the corner. The Hokies tip it out over to center ice. Blue line. Russell gets it over to Paget. Paget sends it down. Skates along the boards all the way over back to Russell. Russell loses it a little bit as Rice is able to recover. Valiant gets it back to Rice. 1-2. Back over. Watchell with the puck. Sees a streaking Valiant and he slides on it. Not able to get it all the way through. Wes Valiant tries it again. Misses, unfortunately for him. Still trying to get the first goal of the season. He does have an assist now. Not able to connect fully as he's beating himself up a little bit as he knew that he had that shot. He's ready for that to go in and give himself his first goal, but
yeah, I mean, Tech being able to get to the goal and get there, but at the last minute not being able to make the play.
Yeah, it seemed like his stick just kind of went a little bit too high, not able to connect with the puck as he takes a face-off at the center against Owen. Owen shot immediately on Key. Sullivan dumps it down. Watchell not able to get it out as Liberty sends it back. Owens back around. Farmer up to Cox. Cox didn't see a shot there. Tillis misses. Farmer over to Anton, not able to control it. Get it out of the zone. Back over and in. Ian Key goes out to play the puck. Sullivan battling in the corner against Owens. Wins it. And Watchell able to clear off to center ice. Moving down. Loses the puck. D'Anton tries to recover it back, but Liberty able to control it. Liberty moving across center ice. Loses it, however, off of a misdirected pass to Burchett. D'Anton still trying to recover it as two players get thrown down to the ice in the near side corner.
Looking like they were tangled up there.
And their equipment got caught as Kellogg takes the puck across the blue line. Tries to toe drag it across, but loses its footing. Kovac looks for a shot, not able to get one. Tries to send it behind the net. Kellogg recovers it, however, as Liberty was going for a line change. No one there to help. Kovac with the puck again, sends it over. Key with a block from M's. Shot. Back over as Pollock is able to dump it back around for Kovac. M with the puck, sends it over to Pollock. Pollock down to Martin. Martin tries to pass it to a streaking M, but it goes out and all the way down to the Liberty defensive zone.
I mean, Key just honestly saving the Hokies from more and more goals as time keeps going on.
Yeah, Key definitely doesn't want his stats to drop down too much as he's trying to make as many saves as possible, and he's doing a very good job at keeping the Hokies in this as Rice takes a shot, misses. Actually goes off a blocker of Young. Seems like he's got his blockers all in the right place as McLeod gets it out. Martin shot just wide, right above the crossbar. Now sends it over the blue line. Liberty dumps it down, sends it back into the boards. Rice battling with Cox, trying to get it out. Rice able to. Too low. Gets it over the blue line as he's blocked there. Still able to recover it. Liberty, too low, sends it back. Gets it over the blue line, but Liberty has a man there. Man back, too low, big hit into the boards. 11 on 11. Attilis thrown into the Hokies bench. Fans not too happy about that. Birkennotter, another hit. Attilis, shot blocked by Rice's shin. Rice sends it back out and now is able to get it out of there as Tulo pressures the middle line. Paget over to Frederick. Frederick unable to get the puck around, and he's trying to mess with Key Gets caught up in Key's sticks. They'll call a penalty on Ian Key.
Little rough there, but honestly, like, didn't look like much. But they'll call it.
He had his stick. I think they'll call icing on there. No penalty. No one going to the box. As Friedrich just had his stick and everything wrapped up in Key and still trying to just kind of stay there, not moving out of Key's way. You're not able to actually defend the goalie himself. You have to be defending a player around that center ice, or at least having offense there. And since the play was outside of the goalie's area going the opposite way, it's Key's discretion to be able to do that as Stewart sends it over to Gordon. Young, able to punch it up into the glass.
I think Key was just trying to get his stick out of his pants. It was just kind of in his pads almost.
Yeah, always difficult with the goalie equipment as Farmer takes a shot. Key able to block it near side or far side. Shot from the point. Doesn't go in. Birkennotter. Owens sends it down to Farmer. Farmer, it's a little bit of a hit in the corner. And the Hokies able to not get it out as it's put back onto Owens. Owens sends it up to Pollock. Pollock over. Hits Burchett as he goes down. And a good save by Key.
Again, right in between, saving another fifth hole shot is great by Key. Just, yeah, like you said earlier, trying to keep his stats up, trying to get as many saves as possible to come back from the 3 goals let in.
We got 8 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third period. The Hokies still down 0-3. Face off far side. Hokies end is won by West Valiant. The Hokies send it down. Liberty plays it around the boards over to the near side corner. Still able to keep it in, but Hearn isn't able to get it as the puck goes all the way down to the Hokies end, and it will be called icing on Liberty. They'll have a face off on that side of the ice. 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the third period.
Yeah, I mean, the Hokies just, again, trying to do anything out. You know, they've been able to have good defense in front of the goal. I mean, largely from Key, honestly. But just trying to make a play at this point.
Liberty has been kept to 0 goals as well since the first period. Big hit in the corner as Thacker and Burchett fight for it. Watchell with the puck, goes across the ice, tries to find an opportunity, gets tripped up a little bit, falls to the ice, able to recover. Lanigan tied up in the corner. No call. As Kovac moving forward, able to get it over the ice. Hit into the corner by Thacker. Thacker still on top of him, trying to get up. Paget literally just carrying him, playing him.
And it looks like it's still going.
Still trying to like fight him. Thacker's just trying to tell him like, well, now he's not trying to tell him anything nice, but
looks like
Kovac was trying to give him a piggyback ride.
Not even try a shoulder sit. I mean, just and
Thacker goes to the box for
Tech, but
roughing or unsportsmanlike. We'll see Kovac, I believe, going to the box as well. He's got his mask off.
Just crazy. I mean, from our perspective, it looked like 12 on Liberty grabbed our player.
Yeah. He was just grabbing his legs, lifting him up.
Both people will be in the penalty box, but I don't know about that.
Peduzzi awfully confused at the call, but he'll take the face-off in the near side corner for the Hokies defensive zone. Definitely an interesting call there, as it was definitely more of a transgression, but they could have called unsportsmanlike on Thacker, as he was saying some not so nice things to Kovac. Andrew.
We're seeing bigger hits now. I think both teams are just pissed off.
And Pernham to Fredericks. Quick shot in. And we will go back to full strength. Sorry, we won't. We'll still stay 4-on-4. Both penalties non-releasable.
The Flames are just being in a great position for a pass and a goal. I mean, that it was just a great goal by them.
We're seeing them play a lot differently than they played against the Virginia Tech Hokies in that first game, where it seemed like they were more trying to go straight to the net by themselves. Now it seems like they're passing a little bit more out front of the net. Seems like they've figured out their style as Peduzzi shoots, and it's blocked.
Yeah,
by
we
Young.
have 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this game, and I don't even know anymore. I think the Hokies are just upset. They're frustrated. They're upset they're not getting anything out of this right now.
You could say that there's been some interesting calls played as M sends it over to Vidal. Vidal still controls it. M not able to cleanly take it away as Lanigan sends it back up. Pollock controls it over to Martin. Martin tries to shoot, doesn't make it. And M is dumped down to the ground by Sullivan.
And
Sullivan takes it over. It seems like we did get a call for that. Both players who were in the penalty box for 30 more seconds, both called for roughing. This puck actually gets caught up in the skates. Martin with the puck. Leaves it behind. Looks like he's forgotten something.
Oh, and
Play in the boards. Kellogg with the puck. Looks for an open opportunity as he moves down the ice. Kellogg with the puck. Happy to play it into the boards. Sends it back up. A miss. Handle from Sacker. Sakura will control it here. Kellogg loses it. Hokies not able to control it here as Kellogg dumps his man down to the ice. Plays it up to the blue line. Pollock, shot, goes on to Matley. Matley unable to get it by as Key with a good blocker save. Matley still in the corner, held down by Sakura, and now Gordon unable to get it out as it's sent back around the boards. Kellogg out, misses. To Vivo. Vivo playing on Farmer. Farmer, the freshman, not able to get it around him. So they're able to control it. Now a big hit from Burchett in the corner. Young plays it around, back to Burchett. Takes a little bit of a hit there as Owens takes the puck. Liberty sends it back up to the blue line, but misses. Gavin now, the breakout opportunity. Able to get to center ice. Unable to get it over to Gordon, though, as he's not quick enough. Played it into the corner. Russell with the puck, sends it across over to the blue line. Larson, shot on Key, blocks. Strutt for the backup. He tries to recover. Valiant takes the puck, sends it up. Gordon tries to get it around his defender. Unable to, as Liberty loses the puck a little bit, and it's dumped up into the benches of Liberty, and they will play the puck in the Liberty zone.
3 minutes left here in the game, and just a frustrated Virginia Tech. The Hokies have not made a single play almost this whole game. We haven't seen much action. Honestly, like, both teams just more focused on defense. But Liberty being able to communicate more well and get the plays off in front of the goal.
Yeah, Liberty having a little bit more of stronger opportunities. D'Anton plays it in the back, behind the net. Watchell over to Valiant. Valiant unable to get with it. Young without a stick, out front. Able to recover it with a helping hand from Cox as a hit in the corner. Paget. It's thrown into the corner. Another loose hit. As Lanigan moves over to take that, and Key blocks. Good glove save by him.
It looks like we're off to a start from the repeat from the start of the first week. You know, Liberty has 2 minutes and 30 seconds out here to take home another home game against Tech.
Yeah, last time this happened, they did end up making it go to the shootout, but the Hokies able to recover theirs. Game still is a game of runs, so you can get something going. Peduzzi sends it all the way down, where they will call icing, as Andrew was not able to get there to the puck as quick as possible.
Yeah, I think right now just Virginia Tech trying to do anything. They're trying to get it down by Liberty's goal. They're trying to have the communication, the quick feet to get down there to make the play.
Yeah, they're trying to get opportunities as Peduzzi takes the face off.
They don't want this to be a shutout.
Pollock, shot. Hit from Martin, not able to go. Sakra. Garlock. Peduzzi able to recover it from Liberty. Thacker not able to get it by his defender, M. Sakra again. Plays it up towards the boards. Back hit from Thacker as him and Peduzzi get caught up a little bit, and they will call the stop play as the puck goes into the benches of Virginia Tech Hokies. About 1:30 left in the third period. The Hokies trying to at least put something up on the board. Stop Andrew Young from getting a shutout.
And it looks, and as of right now, this is Virginia Tech's first ever scoreless game.
It will be. NC State, they still were able to recover a little bit from that as DeVivo takes the puck. Gordon isn't able to recover with it, but still a beautiful lift check there. Able to get the puck still in Liberty's end as Russell, as Owens fights. Stewart, shot, just goes wide. Liberty still with the puck. Owens sends it over. Stewart up to the blue line. Rice unable to recover from it. Gordon sends it down. Liberty will elect to skate it down from the glass, and it will go all the way down behind the goal line for Virginia Tech. Brian Rice sends it down, and DeVivo unable to control that. It will be icing on Virginia Tech, and they'll have probably the last face-off and the Hokies end.
And 35 seconds left for the Hokies to put something on the board. Anything.
Yeah, coming off of a firepower of a week against West Virginia, we thought that they would come out hot, but it seems like both teams are struggling a little bit to really play super fast. It seems like both teams are kind of just playing really calmly. There's been some big hits in this game as the puck is put over the blue line by Liberty. Cox sends it down all the way deep. Lanigan struggles to return. 10 seconds left on the clock for the Hokies to stop Young's shutout. As Murphy makes his way down, McLeod tries to get it over the blue line, does, and Andrew Young able to get the shutout for Liberty. The Hokies seemingly playing a little slower than normal. Both teams not really putting up crazy numbers. Of course, Liberty did get 4-0, but they weren't off some crazy fast goals or interesting stuff. It was just very rudimentary, very skilled by both teams for defense-wise, but they definitely, the Hokies have to take a look at the game that they played today, realize who they're going to be playing up against, realize that it's not going to be like last time where they can kind of play as much as possible and recover from a loss or recover from being down. But in fact, they're going to have to actually put a little bit more forward. Liberty playing very strong. We'll see how they play tomorrow night back at Lancerlot, where the head-to-head game continues. Liberty currently up 2-1 against the Hokies in their series. We will see you back at Lancerlot tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.